Good morning, house guests. Come on in and have a seat for some iced tea because I'm sure you've already figured this out. This is about the evidence that Blake Lively doesn't want anyone to see. Hear me out. And I have to apologize because I feel like I was incorrect about the birthing video. I've come to the conclusion that Blake Lively's target audience, in regards to evidence and testimony from Jamie Heath, was not aimed at the jury. It was aimed at the judge. Or what if it was aimed at the judge? I will rephrase because I'll probably get sued. But what if it was reframed for the judge and not for the jury? So let's take a look at the birthing video or image, the 1 second. If you look at that grainy, hard to see video, what do you see? Can you identify clearly 2 legs? Or do you see a towel covering private parts? And if the motion of the pleadings is, hey, there's no fact dispute, what if Wayfair has eliminated the fact dispute and is using the birth video to cut into Blake Lively's SH claims? Hear me out. Again, I thought that we were talking about new evidence in discovery, that it was discovered and new information about this birthing video, but it's not. It's the pure fact that Wayfair has told the truth and has been honest this entire time about the birthing video. And if you take a look at Blake Lively's observations of the birthing video, it is 2 distinctly different things. One would probably involve good lighting and the exclusion of a very deep birthing pool. Not even a bathtub, a birthing pool. So let's go back to Blake Lively's original claim. She was shown corn, and she, without knowledge, without anything, she was shown corn on this phone. Wayfair is saying, if you look at the image, it is clearly not corn and a post-birth video, meaning, and in my opinion, meaning there'd be a lack of genitalia in a post-birth video, which no one is apparently disputing that this is post-birth. As to what, pre-birth or labor, or what she was acting as, an actor who was in labor and delivering a baby, that scene, Blake Lively's scene, is not depicted in that birthing video. And what if she does not want the judge to see that? What if she wants her argument to be, hey, Jamie, in deposition, you said that there were other versions. So that means there must be other versions on your phone, right? And you didn't give me those. Maybe that's her argument. Maybe that's going to be her argument for to get this to a jury trial. Because if her stuff gets to Miss Now, ooh, it's going to be a bad payday for Blake, because she's just wasted a lot of money for a lot of nothing. And she's going to be humiliated. Not only that, she's going to have an official court document that says her claims were dismissed in court, but then she has this nice long record of allegations that may or may not be true or false. And how's the insurance going to look at that then? Because then she's really going to be uninsurable if she gets any type of court order against her. So what would Blake Lively's, counter argument to the counter argument, right? If she can't say there was these other videos and you're hiding them from me on my phone and I want them and they must be on your phone, which is what I can imagine what she said in the deposition, right? Jamie Heath, do you have other versions of your partner or your wife in labor? And he says, yes, but they're not kept on my phone because I don't want them in the wrong hands. Because when I gave you my phone to pull the forensics and the text messages, you probably also pulled the only video of my child or any other possible video. And if I only showed you that one video, that only one existed on my phone, I just cut in to your argument that we are in a false light and casting you in a false light. This is just going to be a ping pong of, well, we've seen it. It is he said, she said. But what is important is what the judge sees. I was going to try to make that clever, but I couldn't figure it out. Sorry. But what's going to be important of what the judge sees. So what if Wayfair submitted all of the electronic messages and related birth video according to the search terms or whatever, and said, hey, judge, as far as, the sexual harassment claim, maybe could we present this or dispute this? Maybe Blake Lively is setting up a scenario where it's not the jury that doesn't see the evidence. What if it's the judge? What if maybe the evidence isn't entered in the motion of the pleadings, which I think is correct. I think it's the summary judgment, which is, if they're both due on the same date, it would make sense that it's coming up now. They're preparing for both. So I have to revise my theory. Maybe she didn't want the evidence or the judge to see the evidence for summary judgment to fight against their motion judgment of pleadings, MJOP, motion of something like that. I am not a lawyer. I took speech and debate in the 9th grade by total accident, and I have been traumatized ever since. So that is just what I think is actually happening is that Blake Lively doesn't want anything seen by this judge because her case is going to go bye bye. All right, guys. Um, thanks for joining me. Please like, share, comment. Let me know what else you'd like to hear. Let me know if you found this interesting. Let me know your thoughts. And follow me for more. Thanks, guys.